2 hours later.
Did you ever write a riff you loved, but had no idea what to do with it next? Most beginner songs don't fail because of bad notes. They fail because the song parts don't know their job. Today, I'm showing you how songs are built. Not with rules, but with roles. So if you think, ugh, this is just labeling everything like a vocabulary book, think the opposite. It's a way to give you an overview of what's possible in songwriting. By the end of this lesson, you'll know exactly where an idea belongs inside a song. There's more to songs than riffs, rhythm, and melody. Songs work because different parts do different things. Some set the mood, some tell a story, and some deliver the main message. Once you understand that, songwriting stops feeling random. Let's see what else we can learn. Part 1. Intro. The intro is a promise. It tells the listener, welcome! This is what kind of ride you're on. It already tells us subconsciously which key we are in, what instruments we use, what the rhythm is, the mood, genre, and more. So there's more to it than you think at first. It's like body language. Even if you're not trained in analyzing body language, everyone pays low-key attention to it. For example, a quiet intro makes you expect space, like a ballad. A riff makes you expect heaviness. Our brain always tries to anticipate what comes next. When the listener has enough musical information, they can anticipate what comes next. Humans love to guess the future and be right. If we are right, we get rewarded with a happy feeling. When the chorus finally hits, it will feel more satisfying because the expectations are fulfilled at the exact moment of impact. You can also defy expectations and flip the mood to surprise or hook the listener. Listen to this intro of my song Clarity featuring Nima Lindner. It starts quiet, but then goes straight into the chorus. Bottom line, an intro doesn't need to be clever. It needs to be honest. Part 2. Verse. The verse is where curiosity lives. It asks questions. It gives context. It tells a story. It doesn't resolve anything yet. Usually, lyrics change for every verse, while the melody stays mostly the same. It takes multiple verses to finish the story. Here's the good news. Your verse can be less exciting than your chorus. That's not a flaw. That's by design. Keep the energy lower in your verses so the main melody or vocals can shine through, telling the story. A common beginner mistake is wanting to fill every space with some kind of instrumentation. Don't fall into that trap. Allow yourself to do less and put the spotlight on the story you want to tell. With that in mind, you might already have enough for 2 parts. If you have a verse idea, try playing it louder for a chorus feel. Then play it quieter again to make it feel like a verse. Experiment with those dynamics and decide with your taste, because at the end of the day, You are the chef of this unique acoustic dish. By the way, if you wonder how long your verse should be, aim for 2 to 4 stanzas. One stanza is a block of 4 lines or 4 bars. 8 to 16 bars is your goal. What I personally like is when the song reads like a story from top to bottom, with maybe a nugget of wisdom at the end, or some kind of takeaway that brightens your day or helps your mood. Verses are a big part of that storytelling. In my song Sticks and Stones, the verses are a conversation between a dad and his son. If you plan to add lyrics to your song and you don't want to sing too much, keep it conversational and let the story shine. That seems to be the trend for modern songs anyway.
It's just like he said, they won't use it, so it's not that bad. Son, you say that because you are young. You haven't seen what I've seen. Your life just begun. Live a little longer and you will see they can use any weapon against you or me. Listen, son.
Part 3. Chorus. Don't bar us, give us the chorus! The chorus is the main message of the song. It's usually the loudest and most memorable part. It also stays the same when repeated. It's not where you show off, it's where you repeat the truth. So if your chorus changes every time, it's not a chorus yet. Nail the one version that has the highest energy, the best melody, and/or makes you want to move. The chorus is the answer to everything the verse asks. So ask yourself, could someone sing this back after hearing it twice? Could it become an earworm? If not, simplify. Try again. Similar to a verse, you want to aim for 16 bars. Played at least twice. These 16 bars are not set in stone. It's not a rule, but think of the role. If you are brave enough, you can bend the rules to fit the role of the part. Maybe you want it to be an exciting chorus that feels fresh, even though you use simple chords. What you could do is change the time signature. It's the way we count music. Most music is in 4/4. If you want to stick out, make it 3/4, or 7/4, or 5/4. Here's an example for a 5/4 in a chorus from my song Just Take 5.
Hey, whatever you do, do it in your own way. Just take 5, then you'll see it's all you need is whoa. Just take 5, then you'll see it's all you need is whoa.
Part 4. Pre-chorus. The pre-chorus connects the verse and the chorus. It builds anticipation and plays directly into what we just talked about, a loud, quiet dynamic. Your chorus will sound huge if you have a quiet pre-chorus. The pre-chorus is like a countdown from 3 to 2 to 1 before the big rocket launches. It's the roller coaster going upwards right before the peak, aka your chorus. It's your chance to make the song feel even better. Here are some examples for transitions from verse to pre to chorus. The pre-chorus is optional, but when it's there, it makes the rocket launch even bigger. If your chorus doesn't hit hard, the problem might be the part before it. When you work on the pre-chorus, try to make the transition smooth and the chorus more impactful. Part 5. What happens after the second chorus? This part of the song opens up possibilities to try things out, change the mood, or prepare for one last rocket launch. Let's go over 4 options. Option 1 is a bridge. The bridge can change perspective, emotion, mood, or energy. Its main job is to connect 2 choruses. It only appears once and can be similar to the pre-chorus or the verse. It's a great opportunity to surprise the listener one last time before we end the song with a chorus or double chorus. Here's an example from my song Sticks and Stones where I did the bridge that breaks everything down to deliver a simple message before the last chorus gets loud again.
The moral of the story, history repeats. Better use the stick to play some beats. So let's take it slow, one day at a time. Enjoy the little things, maybe it lasts a while. So let's take it slow, one day at a time. Enjoy the little things, maybe it lasts a while. Because God...
Option 2 is a solo. A solo is a showcase of your instrumental skills. You can see it like a verse without words. Express yourself with a unique melody that doesn't repeat. Here's an example for a solo. Option 3, a chorus tag, is a repeated lyric at the end of a chorus. This is how pop songs glue themselves into your brain. It can be just a word or a phrase tagged on to the chorus, like in Taylor Swift's "Shake It Off, Shake It Off." If you repeat it often enough, it becomes its own part, like in Nirvana's "Come As You Are," when they repeat "Memory." In Nirvana's case, you would classify it as an interlude, a transitional part that breaks the regular pattern of verse and chorus. It resets the listener's ear without advancing the story and creates contrast before the next main section. Both are great enhancement tools for making your song more catchy. Option 4, post-chorus. This is like a second chorus. It introduces a new hook, but can also mirror the pre-chorus. Modern songs use this to keep the excitement and energy up. More hooks means more things to remember. Here's an example for a chorus followed by a post-chorus that introduces a new riff and a new hook. It can also happen that the pre- and post-chorus are actually the same, like in Seven Nation Army by the White Stripes. Part 6. Outro. An outro is the opposite of an intro. It ends the song. It can be a new part, a chorus tag, or just a hook in the quiet form. Old-timey songs often have a fade-out, which is a little bit bland in my opinion, but there was a reason why it was that popular back in the day. Quick story time. You see, when musicians recorded music from the 50s up to the 90s, they used tape machines. This analog tape couldn't be edited like in today's times. That means every mistake would be on record. The musicians had to be flawless, because one wrong hit on a cymbal or guitar can ruin the perfect recording in the very end. It was way easier to just let the band play and use a fade-out to end the song. It was also easier for radio stations to string songs together. They suggested an open-ended feeling, like the song continues, you just stop listening. Once enough hit songs had fade-outs, it became the standard and then overused. Today, with modern technology and the decreased attention span, real outros are way more common, while fade-outs are considered lazy and less successful. Here's an example for an outro that was meant to calm things down in the very end. Keep in mind, how a song ends can change how it's remembered. Part 7. Song formulas. Now that we have all puzzle pieces in front of us, we can mix and match them together. To give you a brief overview of what worked really well in the past, Here are some examples. The most common song formula is intro, verse, chorus, verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, outro. This next one has a little bit more built-up energy. You could go verse, pre, chorus, verse, pre, chorus, solo, chorus, outro. Some artists like to go against the grain. Bob Dylan was very successful doing that. He prefers to do mainly verses with a refrain or a chorus tag at the end of each verse. A refrain is a repeated line at the end of a verse. It's like a chorus tag, but for verses. So you would go like verse, refrain, verse, refrain, and so on. Or you could go verse, 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 refrain, and repeat. Listen to these Bob Dylan songs for some examples, like Blowing in the Wind. The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. Or Don't Think Twice, It's Alright. Or even Tangled Up in Blue. You can find tons of examples just with Bob Dylan.
I'm a box out, run it all again. Pressure makes diamonds and I'm living proof. We the real deal, you a little spoof. Lava boots on the beat, elevate the heat like you in the kitchen cooking up. Hottest thing you've ever heard, true enough. We run the game, got us slapping it, speaker slapping this. Ain't nobody down there, calling how I see it clear as view I've ever had. Better make a man the way I'm switching out, heating up, beating up the beat. Need a break, take a seat, there's some pressure cooking now, can't accept defeat.
The next formula is ideal to stuff as many hooks as possible into one song. You go intro, verse, pre, chorus, post, verse, pre, chorus, post, outro. This is, by the way, the exact formula used for the biggest hit in 2025, Golden. Even if you don't like the style or genre, this song is a masterclass in songwriting and has tons of fascinating nuances, not only from a songwriting, but also from a music production perspective. Bottom line is, forget rules. Think of roles in your song and the impact you want to achieve. And here's your challenge of the week. Look at the song parts you've written so far. Which part is the verse? Which part is the chorus? Do you need a pre-chorus or not? Do you need a bridge? Bring them together so they feel more like a song. Let me know in the comments which part of songwriting feels the hardest right now: verses, choruses, transitions, or something else. Sometimes you don't need more chords or more technicality. You need a map of possibilities to go on your own musical adventure filled with fun and wonder. I hope this gave you an overview and cleared things up about which song part does what in a song. In the next and final lesson, we'll take everything we learned and turn it into a full song, step by step, with a repeatable blueprint you can use to make songs whenever you want. Hammer on the subscribe button and hit the bell to know when it drops. Stay curious, stay creative. See you soon.